I used to lay in the sun on the hillside and watch the clouds go by and wish that I could fly. I managed to get through high school and went through technical school. I joined the Air Force in 1941.
Where did you train? Tell us a little bit about the training that you went through.
I trained down at St. Thomas in Ontario. I spent about a month in the Manning Depot in Toronto with 7,000 other guys waiting to be assigned to aircrew training and technical training and that. And I got to know one of the officers in the officers' mess because I was working with the cook, and he turned out to be the adjutant of our wing, so I got his say-so to get on the next draft to St. Thomas. And I spent from April until September studying aeronautical engineering at St. Thomas. We were instructed by RAF people who had gone through the RAF training. I volunteered for aircrew. In fact, I volunteered for aircrew when I first enlisted, but I didn't have a first year university, and that's what you're required to get into aircrew for a pilot anyway, and a navigator. So I didn't have the necessary education, and I couldn't see spending time taking the education rather than going and fighting. So I went overseas and I was on the various stations. In fact, we were a mobile squadron and moved from station to station all around England to make ourselves look like more than one squadron. We even changed our letters on our aircraft so that we looked like a different squadron. We got shot down when we were shot down in 1944 by an 88 millimeter German anti-aircraft gun, and we were at 27,000 feet when we were hit. So that's getting upwards of 6 miles up, and they hit us, hit the starboard wing first, and broke the spar on that was holding the wing on to the aircraft, and it started flipping, and it set us on fire.
Where did you go down?
Just about 20 minutes flying time this side of Berlin. We'd bombed Berlin that night. And, there was about 900 and some odd aircraft on the raid. But
did everyone survive the crash?
Only the pilot was killed. The rest of us survived.
So who rescued you?
Well, I walked all that night. I ran most of the time. And I got into a stone quarry and holed up for what I thought would be the day. And it was so cold that I decided I'd get out and sit in the sun to warm up a bit. And a German came up to the edge of the quarry, looked in and saw me. And so I legged it out of there, but that night they caught me.
How long were you imprisoned?
14 months.
Did that bring it to the end of the war?
Yeah, that was in, it was May when I got back to England. It was April the 4th, the Germans handed us the keys to the camp and took off for the British lines. And we took over the airdrome, which was a maintenance unit airdrome. That they did major inspections on the Messerschmitt 109s there. The Polish people were in a concentration camp on that aerodrome, and I can still smell the camp to this day. It's a sickly, perfumed kind of odor.
How many flights did you get to go on prior to being shot down?
27. And they were all on German targets mainly. I bombed Italy once, Turin, and France twice, I guess. I bombed the submarine pens at Brest in France.
What was that experience like?
Really, you feel somewhat disconnected from it all. It's if you watch a TV show and you see the lights coming up from the ground, all pretty lights stringing up like like beads, that's what it looks like. And with the odd bang in the middle of it when you can see an explosion.
If you had your life to live over again, would you have joined the forces?
Oh yeah, my life turned out exactly the way I expected it to. Exactly. Even to the time frames. Laying on my back on the prairie, watching the clouds go by. I used to visualize what I was going to do and how I was going to do it and when and everything else, and it's worked out just about exactly the way I anticipated.